Let me turn this off. Should be okay. Hi guys, T here. Quick end of the year update. I wanted to go over a couple of things with you guys. I just got back from visiting my mother's side of the family. My suitcase is not even unpacked yet, so I've been traveling, and as usual, United Airways has been failing me with their fun 6-hour delays and fun flights and different things like that. But I got back yesterday, rested up. I have to get back to my job later today, and thought I'd stop and talk to you guys for just a second. So yeah, D&D Stories is coming up on its 100th episode, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. There was already a hint dropped in one of my other recent episodes. You'll have to look for it, and you usually have me minimized, so you probably missed it. But what are we going to do with the new year? Well, first of all, every year I like to make a New Year's resolution. And I'm sure, you've seen people, oh, my New Year's resolution is to lose weight, or oh, my New Year's resolution is to, something lofty. They want to help the poor, they want to visit London, or, just these undefinable things that by the end of the year they've not even looked at it, because it's just a dream. It's a pipe dream. It's something they don't actually quantify. Last year, or rather still this year, for another 7 days or so, I was sitting at 1,570 subscribers, somewhere around there, and my New Year's resolution was to reach 3,000 subscribers. Well, holy crap, did you guys come through for me, because right now I'm about a hair's breadth away. My monitor's behind the camera. I'm about a hair's breadth away from 3,700. So that more than went through for me. Thanks, guys. Thank you for everything. It's been a great year. Doing the Divinity series, doing Monster Spotlight, Cyranox the Feared. A few more people have been looking at that. We finally did the Book of Erotic Fantasy. It's been a great ride, and we're still going. What else? I do want to do a lot more Monster Spotlight and run a couple of contests and things like that. So let me go down the grocery list. But first, I guess, what do I want my New Year's resolution to be? I think I want it to be twofold this year. I want to, A, finish and start the review of Divinity Original Sin by the end of January. So that gives me, what is it, close to 40 days to play this RPG and at least start scripting. Because I know if I don't put like a leash on myself, I'll never pick that game up, because I fucking hate it. I played the first 3 hours and I was like, this is garbage. And I put it down. Partially because of series fatigue. I've played all the other games all in a row, so I got sick of it. But then I played Grimrock and a bunch of other things. So now I think I'm ready, to dive back in. And this is the last Divinity game to date. So I probably won't play any more prequels because I'm getting sick of them. If they ever release Divinity 3, I will play it and review it, because supposedly they have gone on record and said that Divinity 3 will be the end of the Damien arc. Now, whether that means he finds redemption or gets killed, hopefully gets killed, I don't know. Whatever. They said Divinity 3 will be the end of the Damien arc. So that makes me happy, because my god, it's been a long ride. But I'm the overdose, I've had my hangover, I'm ready for more, So I'll be doing, hopefully, playing and finishing Divinity Original Sin in January. So I have till January 31st to finish the game, sit in front of a word processor and start scripting. So 40 days to do that. I'm saying it right now, I'm making it official. If I don't do it, you guys need to rap on me, okay? And I guess just for something that'll take the year, I will try to double my subscriber count. like right now I think it's like 3,691 or something. I'll just call it 3,700. So what is that? It's 7,200. So yeah, that'll be my New Year's resolution. 7,200 subscribers, just double it entirely in a year. And this channel is 6 years old. Because I used to do book reviews, and that was not smart. But we went from 1,500 something to 3,700 in a year. So this past year has been the most growth, the most development, the most, the highest spike this channel has ever seen. So let's see if we can do it again. As far as D&D stories goes, because I am out of D&D stories, and you know, the odd topic might come up now and then, heirlooms, boss fights, you know, we did the Book of Erotic Fantasy, stuff like that. I am out of D&D stories. So, I'm going to be throwing games with you guys. That's right. I am going to be hosting contests. You know, like, design a dungeon, and I'll pick my favorite, and that person will get to run a game, or I will run like a one-shot with that person and probably keep your dungeon and show it off to the viewers and all that good stuff. Or, you know, hey, the best D&D stories logo, draw it for me, and I'll pick my favorite, and that person will join me for a couple of sessions of D&D or OVA or Pathfinder or whatever. Yeah, the only way to have more D&D stories is to make more D&D stories. So there you go, we're going to be doing that. Monster Spotlight is going to keep going. I need to make an episode for Krampus, the anti-Claus, if you will. He for all the naughty children out there while Santa Claus is running around, he supposedly comes with a big bag and steals your parents. So that'll make for a good Monster Spotlight. I am still very open to suggestions for Monster Spotlight, and I know... Oh, I do have one other big project. Where did it go? The Elder Scrolls series. As soon as I'm done with Divinity Original Sin, and I have completed the Divinity series to date, I'm going to start working on the Elder Scrolls series. And yes, that includes all the expansions, all the DLCs, all that fun stuff, and I probably won't finish that within the next year because that would be taxing and terrible, and you know, the Elder Scrolls games are huge, so I'm going to start on those. And a guy on Steam, his name is Thomas, sent me the Gothic games, and there's only 3 Gothic games, I think. At least I hope so. So I'll probably be doing reviews of those as well. Or not really reviews, but retrospectives. That's a better way to put it. Because I'm not really reviewing them. I'm breaking them down, telling you the narrative, and then telling you what I liked and didn't like, you know? Which is why I railed on Beyond Divinity for so long, because that game was fucking terrible. But, you know, gonna finish out the Divinity series, jump to Elder Scrolls, probably do Gothic, and that's, you know, that's 9 games, 9 RPGs, 9 dungeon crawlers within the year, so that's probably plenty to put onto my plate. And then, you know, if I get bored, or if I'm, you know, if I get fired again, because I'm not a nice guy to work with, if I am ever between jobs during the year, I will do Legend of Grimrock 2. Like I said, I had plenty of dungeon crawling in that style doing the first Legend of Grimrock Let's Play, so should the spare time jump up and bite me in the ass, I will do Legend of Grimrock 2, but I do want to focus on Divinity, and I do want to focus on Elder Scrolls and Gothic. So it's there, but it's on the back burner for now, because, you know, let's face it, guys, I am not a Let's Player. I am not that charming. I'm an orator. I'm a storyteller. You know, my charisma comes from things long past, but, you know, there in the moment, it may not be as awesome. So I will not make a habit of you know, doing Let's Plays, because that's just not my style. That's not why you guys subscribe to me. Things like that, you know. I will be honest with you, since I don't have any D&D stories left other than the odd topic like heirlooms, D&D stories is going to be slowing down after episode 100. What are we on now? 99? No, 97. Yeah, no. T's favorite JRPG. So we're on 98. We have 98, 99, and 100. And after 100, we're going to be slowing down. Because like I said, I'm going to be reviewing Elder Scrolls and stuff. And those take time. So there won't be D&D stories as often. And like I said, I'll be throwing games to supplement that. So you guys will be able to listen to games as they come out. That'll be fun. But I'm not going to just pull stuff out of my ass, because that's not cool. That's not something I do. But if you think about it, I have, just like the first Elder Scrolls, Arena, that could be a 60-hour game. And, I do rely on AdSense for money, so I do need to put out other content so I can, eat and things like that. You guys, the AdSense money from my last YouTube check got me a box spring for my bed, so my bed is no longer on the floor, and I'm very grateful for that. That was kind of my Thanksgiving thing, was that my YouTube check was nice enough that I went out and got a box spring for my girlfriend and I, so we can actually use our bed frame now. We're not laying on the floor on a mattress anymore. So you have no idea how humbling that is, that people like and subscribe and click that little thumbs up thing, and you make a little bit of money from it. I think my first YouTube check was like $4, and I was like, yeah, I could buy a pack of Magic the Gathering cards with this. And we have come so far, especially in the past year. We have come so far to the point where I'm able to pay bills, I'm able to buy new games, to get freaking $50 core books, and I'm going to learn D&D 5th edition, if only because I think it would play well over Skype and stuff, because there's no maps, no figurines, things like that. It's more story oriented now that I've had a good hard look at it, so I am actually very impressed. I wasn't impressed with the starter set, but having looked at it all, it was actually much better than I thought it would be. So it's much quicker, you can tell more story, things like that, so that makes me happy. I guess that's all, So, in summary, we're going to go up to episode 100 of D&D Stories. It's going to taper off a little. We're going to do Monster Spotlight. I'm going to do a retrospective of Divinity Original Sin, start scripting by the end of January, so you give me time to play it. We're going to do the whole Elder Scrolls series from start to finish, all the expansions, in a retrospective series. Like I said, this guy called Thomas, on Steam, gave me the Gothic series, so I need to do that. There's plenty of stuff coming out. I just, they're RPGs. They take a long time to get to. So I encourage you to please watch Monster Spotlight. Please go look at Cyranox the Feared if you haven't watched that already. Cyranox doesn't seem to get very many views, and I'm not sure why. Because probably because of the first chapter. The first chapter's kind of out there, but if you can get past the first chapter, you guys might like that, because it's an audiobook. It's Swords and Sorcery. I mean, you can have it minimized just as easily as you do me, so you can listen to Cyranox the Feared, all that good stuff, to keep the views coming, keep hitting that like button, all that, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will get cracking on all these projects. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, or a Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or Flying Spaghetti Monster, or whatever it happens to be. Or if you don't celebrate anything in December, fuck you. You're just not fun for me. Yeah, so I guess that's all for now. Just wanted to let you guys all know all the stuff that was coming down the pipeline, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas and a great New Year. So until next time, keep gaming.